Alright guys, this has nothing to do with One Piece, but if I know this cursed knowledge, I feel everybody has to. So I found out that after the events of episode 3 and all this shit in Star Wars, everyone always memes like, what happened to Jar Jar Binks? Well, I found out the answer, and it's fucking hilarious. Jar Jar Binks gets sent back to Naboo. Remember, he's like a senator at this point. He's the one who enabled Darth Sidious to be able to, Palpatine to do all that shit in the Senate. He gave him the vote. I found out he went back to Naboo, was put on trial by the Gungans, was found guilty, and forced by court to live out the rest of his life as a sad street clown. I am not lying. I have
to look this up.
There's even a scene where he's as a clown, and I forget the exact words. Oh my god, hold on. Jar Jar clown. The exact words, he says, he calls him like the uh-oh man. It's so fucking funny. Oh my god. If I read verbatim the words of the Space Jamaican, does that via proxy make me, like, insensitive?
Why were the Gungans, like...
Space Jamaicans? I don't know.
Like...
Here it is. They say he said Naboo think I helped the uh-oh empire. Mine no. The uh-oh empire. And there's even a scene in the book that I was read an excerpt from where he says something like that, and then it says like Jar Jar averts his gaze towards the horizon, indicating he knows more than he lets on. Oh shit, dude! This is Paramecia Fancast, the One Piece fancast where we review the latest chapter of One Piece and have a different One Piece related discussion every single week. And my name is John, and God, am I glad to finally have closure on what happened to Jar Jar.
My name is Franz, and I don't think I have closure.
I think I have more questions.
I definitely do. Because now I'm on the Wikipedia page that says, the Wikipedia page entitled Clown.
Yup. There's more than one clown, and they're all, like, clown is like a sentence to be filled in the Star Wars universe. Like, it's not just an entertaining, occupation. It's like you can, in Star Wars land, you can legally get sentenced to be a clown. In One Piece, being a clown is a choice. A powerful choice at that. Because you could be like Buggy.
We got several clowns. We got Caesar, Salad.
Yeah, we got Caesar, we got Buggy, we got Usopp. We got a whole bunch of clowns.
And you know what? The number one clowns in the whole of One Piece is us.
It's us. That's you're goddamn right.
There's so much that happened in this chapter that easily paints us as clowns.
Oh my god, dude. This chapter... That's the only sound that's appropriate to describe this chapter.
Buck wild. Absolutely. Like, I mean, Oda clearly with the big brain said, you know what? The man, the myth, the legend, he ain't dead. Pound is back in time for Father's Day?
Dude, there's no... Well, no, there is a way. Oda knew what he was doing. He did this on purpose. He was like, yo, it's Father's Day. We're going to have the best dads appear on screen at the same time.
That's why we've had so many breaks.
Yeah.
Calculated.
He was calculating it, yeah. Yeah. Chiffon is like, dude. Well, so Chiffon is like, you're the guy from the port. And I just love little Pez pointing. like
Pez just being like, pop. Love him. Everyone's like, who the fuck is this man? I mean, look.
I love it.
I'm here for it.
Especially like, oh, go ahead.
They're both there together, Lola and Chiffon. Lola's got a man now. Chiffon's had a man.
He gets to be there for Lola's wedding.
Oh, yes.
Because he missed Chiffon's wedding, but now he gets to be there for Lola's wedding.
Hell yeah.
Oh, it's good. May I point out real quick about this cover story? By the way, volume 29, it's still not the end, because it would say, like, final volume. But it says,
true.
It's that one guy from the port. Because Oven was, like, choking Chiffon, and then Pound, like, was like, get off of her, and, like, tackled him.
Pound came in.
Yeah. Or Pound beat him across the head with, like, the thing, and then let them escape. But that's not what I want to point out. Pound here, Poundy pussy, cool. Chiffon Lola, cool. Pez pointing, cool. Vito's hand with the gun.
It looks really funny now that you point it out.
Fucking huge, bro. Like Vito has some fucking Street Fighter 4 proportions going on. If you don't know, look up like any screenshot from Street Fighter 4 and I mean 5 too. Look, for some reason I don't know. I think somebody who is like doing the modeling, the art director, I think got stung by like 12 bees on his hands and feet. And he's just like, yeah, these are normal proportions. Of course your hand is supposed to be 10 times the size of your head. Yeah, that's normal.
You remember how like in middle school and elementary school, people would be like, hey, put your hand over your face to see if you have cancer.
The classic, bro.
The classic. And there'd always be that one kid who has like long fingers or some shit. And he'd be like, my hand is bigger than my face. I gotta go home.
I gotta go. And you'd be like, dude, no, like, I was just trying to slap the shit out of you, bro. You don't actually have cancer.
Trying to make you smack yourself, dude. But you just ruined it. You made it depressing. Fuck.
Yeah,
fuck you. This is why no one likes you.
You made it fucking real, dude. What the fuck?
On the real, though, Vito has cancer.
Oh my god, no. That is not what we're like. That is not. No, Vito is perfectly fucking fine.
And that's a whole healthy family.
The chemo
a family
worked,
can be 17 gangsters.
And he's in full recovery, bro.
Dude, thank goodness. Vito deserves it.
Jesus Christ. We dodged that bullet.
Woo!
Vito is saved.
For now.
Okay. Let's get right into it because we get the confirmation that a character is alive, but we also don't see another character, which I'm hoping means that they're fucking rotting at the seafloor. So Wano, the climbing koi waterfall, and the sea atop it. So Parasparrow made it above the waterfall on the little candy sea slug. And he says, like, oh, King, Straw Hat, Marco, like, just you wait, we'll deal with you. And no, I don't take this alliance seriously. In the end, the Big Mom pirates will reign supreme. So it's like, okay, like, we knew he didn't really give a shit about the... We knew most of them didn't give a shit about the alliance, but...
Yeah, lukewarm at best.
Yeah. But Big Mom's planning something. But, God, do I hope that Flampe is just rotting at the bottom of the seafloor.
Completely dead, hopefully.
God damn it. I want... the Sea King that Luffy punched, that ripped Shanks' arm off, the King of the Coast, God, I want him to just appear in Wano. I don't care how he makes it to this side of the red line. I need him to find his way to the New World and just fucking rip Flampe in two, dude. I'm so done. She's not even on this page, and just the seeing Parasparrow reminded me that she exists, and I'm mad.
Dude, it's just by association. We can't see any of the Mom Pirates, except for Big Mom and maybe Katakuri.
Yeah.
If we're lucky. I will say, though, this is the third time I'm reading this chapter. I didn't know, like, for some reason, I didn't notice Parasparrow on his candy monster. Because it kind of just, like, blends in with the rest of the waves. So I thought, like, oh, like when I saw people on our Discord talking about, like, oh, what about the rest of the Mom Pirates? I was like, man, fuck, I don't know. We just saw Parasparrow. And then, like, just now I'm like zooming in and I see his like stick figure ass.
Zoom in enhance.
Yeah. So one thing I will say is like it's kind of fucking wild that like Sparrow, like, you know, Big Mom's never been the most stable person, but like Sparrow almost uses that towards his advantage.
Yeah. Yeah. Because even like when the whole shit was going down on Whole Cake, they were kind of like I feel like the Big Mom pirates just view her like she's like this unstoppable force, and as long as they can direct her and steer her in a specific direction, like that's good enough.
Yeah, that's definitely what the feel is, because like she's kind of just like a caged hurricane that they have,
Yeah.
that like, you know, if the hurricane goes and ravages some land, they're gonna go behind the hurricane and plunder.
Yeah. Which I want to see how this ends up, because I would like to see some I want to see Smoothie like do something for once.
Right, do anything.
Because Oda keeps like hyping up and like the SBSs and shit, like, yeah, she's powerful. And the Viva cards is like, yeah, I wanted to like, I think he said in some interviewers or in the SBS, he's like, I wanted to do more with her in Whole Cake, but like, I just kind of got absorbed with other stuff, and like I ended up saving her fights and shit. But it's like, dude, like, show us more. I want to see Smoothie actually do something.
Dude, the suck no me.
Yeah, like she, like, okay, the extent of her power, what we have to power scale her on, is that she like sucked off a giraffe and made juice out of it. God, that sounded worse when it came out of my mouth than it did in my head. Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, she sucked she juiced the dude. Okay, no matter what I say with the giraffe, it's gonna sound fucking horrible. All right,
yeah,
she did the thing with the giraffe and made wine out of it, and then like she grew big, like one of those little toys that you put those sponge toys that you put like water eggs on. Yeah, you put water on it, and then it just fucking grows. Those dinosaur sponge things. That's what Smoothie did at the end. She grew big, and then she was like, shooting off.
Getsuga Tensho.
Yeah, she was just firing off Getsuga Tenshos. So it's like, all right, I'd like to see her actually like fight somebody.
It'd be nice. You know, a lot of people need to see some more action. Robin needs to see action desperately.
Yes. Robin needs some fucking action, dude. I still to this day am like convinced. I've convinced myself. I've Stockholm syndromed my own self. I'm like, dude, there's no way that she was like training with Dragon and all of them over the 2-year time skip and she didn't learn hockey. There's absolutely no way, bro.
Dude,
but he refuses to show us.
I think we're suffering from a bit of a Fugo situation.
Yes.
Where Robin is, like, on paper, pretty gosh darn strong.
Yeah.
Like, she can, like it's not a sense of, like, you know, sheer strength. She doesn't have, like, the muscle no me.
Yeah.
But she has she is her own army. Yeah, in a certain sense.
She has, like, mega utility. And it's one of those things where it's like, I mean, I guess with anybody in One Piece, if you think about it long enough, you can find something like insanely broken with them. But like off the top of my head, Robin could just like nullify situations. Like, oh, I grow. Like if she knew armament hockey, like, oh, any zone fruit user, oh, I grow hands on you and just fucking armament hockey and like lock you up.
Yeah, like any like King, no wings anymore.
Yeah,
she like locks up those wings. That's it.
Yeah. That ancient D&D meme where the guy plays a luchador and he rolls to pin the dragon and he suplexes it. That's Robin. She's gonna suplex a king.
But she doesn't die because she fucking does it remotely.
Dude. Oh my god.
Don't get into like 3.5 edition like long range pin kind of shit. Don't homebrew on me, okay?
I was about to say, imagine a grappler in a fighting game, but like the fireball is the thing that grapples you.
Dude, shut the fuck up.
Okay,
next page.
Yeah, next page.
We're on the pleasure hall in the mountain path of Onigashima, and we see the Braco tank, but it's got legs and it's just running off. And Chopper and Usopp are talking inside. Oh, what should we do? Big Mom went running off in the direction Nami's group went. She's trying to take back Zeus, I'm sure. Sorry for them, but at least we're safe. Like, Usopp, what the fuck?
What an asshole Usopp is.
But then Chopper brings up, when she punched the tank, it hit a weird transformation switch, though. And we see the tank in Shogun Frankie, like, form, but it doesn't have the rest of the shit to become the full Shogun Frankie. And you got a good old game theory about that.
Dude, yeah, I got a good old crack theory about that. So they're like running. They're like, oh, the rest of Kinemon's group kept moving onward. We did great. And Usopp's like, yeah, I'm sure the girls will figure out something. Plus Sanji's with them. I'm worried about Sanji in the pleasure hall. Too true. And like, you could see the Brachio tank running. And yeah, like, the Brachio tank is one half of Shogun Frankie. The other half is the Kabu, or whatever it's called, the Rhinoceros Beetle, like, motorcycle, the chopper.
Oh, yeah.
That becomes, like, the arms and the head. But, fucking, okay, they specifically point out when she punched the tank, it hit a weird transformation switch, though. So, either she hit it so hard that it just jostled around the insides, and it did. There is the transformation switch on the inside. Or what I think would be funny, and also with what we've seen in the later in this chapter, it's like, oh shit, yeah, that could be it. What if she fucking just made the Brachio tank a homie? Like,
dude, because
we don't see like the very front of it. We only get a scene of like the side and the back, so we don't get to see like
suspiciously so.
Yeah, we don't get to see like a close up of it, like the front of the face of it or anything.
And they are running in towards the pleasure hall.
Yeah, they're running
right
in towards
after
the pleasure hall.
Big Mom. Tibnak from the server, they also brought up the same theory, like, what if there's a Big Mom soul in the tank?
Yeah.
And like, I'm gonna tend to agree with the both of y'all, because like I'm gonna put my trust in Frankie's workmanship.
Yeah.
This he's not the type to just like, he's not Usopp. He doesn't like tape shit together and then it works. Like, there's not a big red button on the side of Shogun Frankie that says transform. So, I don't know how likely it is, but I love it. I love the theory. I love to see it.
Hell yes. Yeah, I it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know if it's like gonna turn out to be true or not, but I'm like, dude, it would be fucking funny. Because I'm just imagining like, they're in the tank, they have no idea that it's a homie, and then they're gonna end up in front of Big Mom, and they're gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, Usopp, why did you take us to Big Mom? I didn't do it. Why did you steer us to Big Mom? I didn't do it. And then we're gonna get a panel of the shot of the Brachio tank, like, I brought him straight to you, mama. And then Usopp and Chopper are gonna be like, ah! Like,
hear me out though. Like, I love it. I love the whole synergy, but does Usopp and Chopper together, do they not feel like Shaggy and Scooby?
A little bit.
It's that good energy. I love it.
Yeah. Oh my god. There's specific pairings of the Straw Hats that, like, when you see it, you just fucking smile. Like, I love Chopper, Usopp. I love Usopp and Nami. That's a real good one. That's like wholesome, but also can be funny.
Right. Like, some people ship it. I see it. I like seeing it and whatnot. But like, more so than anything else, like, they've got like a kinship with each other, just like at the very least, everyone can agree with the fact that, like, Nami and Usopp get along really well because, like, they just don't want to be in any altercation.
Yeah.
And they're in a crew with these beasts of people who are just, like, getting into fights, this and that. And the only people trying to talk any sense are Nami and Usopp. Even Robin just watches. And Robin's like, quote unquote, mom of the group. She's just sitting there, like, sipping her tea and being like, go get him.
Oh, man. Dude, alright. We get a shot of inside the pleasure hall. And it's like, Mama, over here. And then we get the fucking face. Mama. No need to rush. The performance floor is just ahead. There's no escape for them. Which, aw, shit. Okay. So the pleasure hall is where Big Mom and them are, but they're inside the pleasure hall, and then the performance floor is, like, just beyond that. And that's where they're all headed. It seems like they're all convening towards the performance floor, which is something that I want to get into. Well, they bring it up right now, so let me just get into this shit because he's my fucking favorite. So Prometheus. Okay, before I get into that shit, last time we saw Prometheus, like last chapter, he was big fireball mode, pissed, and he was like, I'm gonna kill ya. And now he transformed back to the small one, and he's literally just following them as they run, be like, Mama, they're over here. Like, what a snitch, bro.
Dude, I hate him.
He's walking right behind them, fingers pointed at them. Mom, they're over here. Mom, as he walks right behind them, following their every step, just pointing at them. Dude, what a narc, bro. I love it.
It's so ideal. I really love it because, like, it fits the situation where, like, Nami does not want to do a full-on fight. It's not that she can't, she just doesn't want to. That's not her.
Yeah.
So, like, her running away and this man being a snitch is just funny. It's just, like, icing on top. And, like, as they're running, Nami's like, did you spot Sanji earlier? And Carrot quotes him saying, I'm not giving up on finding ladies. It's like, this motherfucker.
Yeah, why
absolutely
did he even
useless.
Come? Forget him. We need to escape and look for Lord Momonosuke. And that's the shit. I think everybody is going to end up at the performance floor. I mean, we get a shot of Big Mom, and she's making, like, yokai homies, like, of, like, household. I forget. There's a word for it.
So, I got you. Tag me in, Chief.
Yeah, you're tagged in.
Stephen Paul coming at me with the actual fucking word. I had the concept in my mind. But official translator for Viz Media, Stephen Paul, tweeted out, I feel like Oda threw Big Mom into this arc solely because he wanted to have her create Tsukumogami. And Tsukumogami are a classification of god, spirit, but some people do consider them as, like, yokai. A lot of it has changed. So Tsukumogami started out following along, like, a basic kind of, like, I guess you could call it a Shinto principle, where in, like, certain ancient beliefs in Japan, every single thing had spirit, had kami in it. So everything had some, like, godliness in it, so to speak. That's not, like, a great word to describe it, but, like, everything had spirits, everything had, like, gods in it. That's why, like, the Shinto pantheon is, like, a bajillion fucking gods.
Yeah, for, like, everything.
But, so, the whole thing here is that, like, it's kind of like an expansion of that, where, like, the Tsukumogami are, like, tools. So here you see, like, an umbrella, sandals, a lantern. It comes from a concept that's, like, that evolved towards that. It like showed up more in the Middle Ages of Japan, where, like, if an object had reached 100 years, like its 100th anniversary of being created, it has some spirit to it. It is self-aware. It is alive. Which is also why you get some shit like Shaman King and whatnot. Like, shouts out, it's back. But, a lot of Japanese media plays with these concepts a lot. It's pretty interesting. And they evolved towards yokai in, like, the later Middle Ages. Like, towards the end of, like, the feudal era where, like, you had prominent artists like Hokusai making, like, haunted lantern, the lantern ghost paintings and shit. So there's a lot that you can see. There's a whole like list of different like popular categories of it. So I do think it's a very nice touch that Oda's like having her in and being like, it puts more like fun traditionalism into One Piece. It's cute. I like it.
Yeah. It's fucking good. Some Rogers Base, that's what it was. I watched his video on this chapter, and he was losing his shit at Big Mom, and he was like, I always forget that like Big Mom's power is like actually fucking crazy, which is true. But he had brought up like, we've seen so much crazy shit on Wano that like, what if Big Mom just starts like bringing random shit like to life?
The sword, the giant sword
specifically. Yeah, he did bring up the giant sword. He was like it's a little crazy, but what if she brought the sword, like imbued it with like part of her soul or something, and in the final war, like that's what Zoro has to fight, like just the giant
or the
sword.
Skull.
Yeah.
Or the skull.
Yeah.
The skull is actually a whole giant skeleton, and she puts her spirit in, and it's like Megazord, and the skeleton comes out from the island and takes the sword.
Bruh. Yeah, it'll get fucking crazy like that. But what I wanted to talk about is fucking my boy, my main man, my dude, Sanji. Okay, he has the line like, "Oh, I'm not giving up on finding the ladies." That's a bunch of shit. I think we're going to get some scenes with him doing shit on his own. And I definitely think when it shows the performance floor on the when we get to the performance floor, that's where everybody's heading towards. And it shows Momonosuke already on the cross.
Oh, wait. I just forgot. Like, I just remembered. Sanji is invisible.
Yeah. He's definitely going to fucking, like, oh my goodness. He's invisible. His cape can deflect, like, bullets. It can deflect everything, pretty much. It has, like, armor.
Dude.
Dude, he's gonna fucking... Like, I think he's gonna end up saving Momonosuke.
Yeah, Mission Impossible. I see it.
Yeah,
well,
he's gonna have a moment, like, because they're all... I think all the Straw Hats are gonna convene at the performance floor. And, like, some kind of big fight's gonna break out. But I know for sure... I think for sure Sanji might be one of the ones to save Momonosuke.
I like that.
Because Oda's setting him up like, okay, he's on his own. Like Sanji, he broke off from the group. So I think he's either gonna get into his own fight with maybe one of the other Tobiropo. Like, maybe he runs into, like, Who's Who or some shit like that. Or he's just... Like, Oda separates him from the group so that way... He can have, like, Oda has a separate, like, chess piece to play with later on.
Yeah, he has a card up his sleeve.
Yeah, which either way is fucking sick. God, I love Sanji. I would like to see more of him. I think it'll be cool if he ends up being the one to save Momonosuke or, like, deflect the bullets and stuff. But, man, I'd like to see what I'd like to cut away to Sanji to see what the fuck he's actually doing right now.
Right. If we can trust him or not.
Yeah. Because I feel like... I don't know, man. I feel like this... everybody memes on Sanji, and it's like, oh, like, he's just like, the ladies' gags, like, that's all he cares about. And it's like, nah, whether he wants to admit it or not, he cares about the group, and he cares about this plan. And, like, I don't think he would just fucking, like, seeing Big Mom and knowing the stakes. Like, yeah, it's a funny gag, but, like, he definitely knows, like, the stakes of all this. So I feel like him telling Carrot, I'm not giving up on finding the ladies is the exact same as him leaving the note to Nami that says like, oh, like I'll be back on Zoe, like, oh, I'll be back later. I got a hot date when he was like being taken away.
Okay, I see.
I feel like it's the same thing. Like he's saying that to Carrot just to be like, oh yeah, like, you know, I'll be back.
It's the meme.
Yeah.
Okay, you've convinced me.
Yeah, because he did that on Zoe, and it's like, okay, well, obviously he's like, that's not what he actually feels, but he's just saying it to sort of like, you know,
put everyone
up.
At ease. Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like that's what he's doing with Carrot. I don't know why he wants to go off on his own. But I am convinced that like, oh, I'm not giving up on finding the ladies. I think that I'm definitely, and we don't see his eyes in that page. I definitely think that
the
that's
ladies
a cover.
Are Momonosuke.
Yeah, that's a cover for something. I just don't know like where he's going or why he's going there.
We'll figure it out. I'll continue so you don't get triggered with the absolute bastard rat man. So we see Momonosuke unfortunately up there crucified, and there's a whole announcement going on. All right, listen up, you scallywags. Brother Orochi here is about to present a special unannounced event for y'all. And this man, like, no stage presence. First of all, that hair, whack. What he's wearing, whack. His teeth, whack.
Fucking
me, I'm tired as fuck.
Peppermint mint kimono wearing ass. Ugly ass bucktooth having ass.
Fucking hate him. So
I just imagine like, okay, Queen, real quick before you get into this. Queen, perfect stage presence. Literally like getting on like master of the mic.
Oh yeah.
As soon as the mic is handed to Orochi, feedback. Like greetings. Like you know,
and then
you know
like
what I'm
one person just like coughing in the back like
Yeah. You know, continue. That's all we need to know about him.
Greetings! The brat you see here, believe it or not, is the son of Kozuki Oda, the boy we believe to be dead 20 years ago.
And everyone's like surprised about it and whatnot.
What the fuck?
And we just cut immediately from there.
Yeah. I do like this sequence of events because I feel like the pacing of this is good. Because we get to see Zoro, Kid, and Luffy all like what they're doing, but I feel like all these things are leading towards like the culmination of whatever's gonna happen with Momonosuke. Like I said, I feel like this is the entire chapter is kind of showing us like, okay, everybody's heading towards the performance hall, and like this is where like we see Momonosuke there. This is where the action's gonna happen. Something big is gonna happen here. And I'm hyped. But we get to see Zoro, and he's fighting, and he's like, the further I get, the more power uses there are. And he's fighting 3 gifters or 4, and they're all based off of like bugs. Like we get a stag beetle.
No, they are.
We get a stag beetle whose laugh is like stag, and then the rhinoceros beetle who's like ree. Or rai, I guess. And we get a praying mantis who I want her to bite my head off. If you know anything about praying mantises.
Oh no. But
no, I'm kidding.
Am I? Ladies and gentlemen at home, John might be serious. But what she like brings up is like kind of depressing. She says, "Why are you here? Take my advice and follow Kaido. It's much easier. We all dreamed of being king of the pirates once." And they all, like, the rest of them, like, support her, saying, "Give up, take the easy road. You can still turn back. Everyone should follow Master Kaido." What kind of Scientology feeling ass shit?
First off, they're gonna try to give Zoro, like, oh, dude, just follow Kaido. Dude, fill out this questionnaire. Dude,
tell us about your engrams.
Yeah, take this fucking quest diagnostic, bro. They're going to try to make him take some diagnostic test, like, to become a Scientologist. They're trying to indoctrinate him into their fucking Scientology subsect of the Beast Pirates.
Dude,
but Zoro,
it's a little creepy.
The pure alpha that he is, bro. All he has to do is take off his fucking shirt and say, "You see this shit? You see this fucking scar that I have forever that goes down my fucking chest. That's because I swore I'd be the best swordsman in the world and that I wouldn't stop until Luffy's the Pirate King. Fuck off, die. And then he kills all 4 of them. All 70 of them.
I will bring up, though, the Stag Beetle has, like, the, like, serrated swords. That shit's fucking cool, though.
Yeah, that shit's
4 arms, cool, 4 swords, bread knives. Hell yeah.
Dude, never once have I actually been hyped for the thought of, like, somebody's sword is a bread knife. Like, I use a bread knife to cut my bread, and I'm like, this is the least violent of all of the knives.
It's all I think about.
And then I see this, and I'm like, oh shit. It has the most destructive capability of all the knives.
There's like, this is like a really weird deep cut, but I think one of the Toa Nuva, the Bionicles, 2nd generation Bionicles, I'm pretty sure one of the Toa Nuva also had like a serrated sword or some shit.
Think so. Didn't it have like a chainsaw sword or some shit?
Oh wait, it wasn't one of the Toa Nuva. It was like one of the bad guys with the disc mouth thing.
Oh yeah, they had like blades.
Yeah, they had blades. One of those had serrated knives. Ever since then, cannot stop thinking about it.
Cannot stop thinking about it. The Bionicle no me.
Exactly. That's what I have, except not really, because Bionicle lore runs way too deep.
Yeah, it be do. But we get the next scene with Kid, and this scene is I love the scene because I didn't understand it on my first read through, and then when I read it again, I was like, oh, that's what's going on. So it says inside the castle, Team Kid. It's like, Kid, I don't think we can break through the front. And he's like, I lost sight of Heat and the rest. As long as they're still undetected, they should be all right. And Heat is one of his Heat is like his fire-breathing guy on his ship. I forget what he looks like. I just remember he can breathe fire.
I didn't know that. I'm glad you've brought that up because I was just like, who?
Yeah. But anyways, the Beast Pirates are like, hey, we'll kill you guys. If we kill you guys, we get a chance at a promotion. And then this panel was so confusing to me on the first read-through. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
But it says, wait, sir, Master Kaido is looking for you. Don't concern yourself with me. Just let me go. And it's like, you see Kid with like a question mark, and then he says, lose focus around me and you die. And he starts fucking murdering them. What's happening? I mean, it happens like right after this. Yamato was running through this room, and the Beast Pirates saw him, and they're like, wait, like, Master Kaido's looking for you. And he's like, do not concern yourself with me. Let me go. And like,
dude, that's so funny.
And Kid is like, what the fuck? But focus on me.
You're fighting me.
Yeah.
And then further into the castle, we get Luffy. Oh. So, like, Ulti's, like, coddling Page One, like, oh, Pei, are you alright? Dude, Ulti is so good.
Yeah.
Oh, hang in there. You just hang in there, sweetheart. Even though she's the one who, like, literally sat on him last chapter when we ended off. And then we see, like, she confronts Luffy a bit. Luffy's surrounded by, like, a bunch of other scrubs. And she's like, hey, you, how dare you do this to poor Pei? And then Luffy's like, you're the one who used him to ski down the stairs.
And you look to the left, and you can see the stairs in the frame, and they're fucking destroyed.
Dude, she killed Page One. This is why Page One's depressed. He's had his head rattled way too much by Ulti. And Ulti, she's kind of like dense about the situation. She says, name yourself. What unit are you with? Who's your commanding officer? And then everyone else around her is like, no, he's an intruder. And, you know, like someone on Twitter earlier today said that every time this happens, it's like more and more impactful. But Luffy gives his spiel. He says, I'm Luffy, the man who will be king of the pirates. And like, you know, I feel that back in chapter 2 with like Alvida, like it was like, oh yeah, haha, whatever. But now, chapter basically 1,000,
Now that he's getting closer,
it hits different.
oh, it hits different, bro.
Dude, it feels so
Yeah.
good.
With the coat too? Come on, man. Oh my
Oh, I peaked
God.
really bad. That's gonna sound bad. Oops.
It's gonna sound fucking gorgeous, bro. Ulti, like, Ulti is like, huh? And she jumps up into the air, and she gets into, like, the Destiny 2 emote stance.
The new one season
Yeah.
of Arrival.
Yeah. The king of the pirates is obviously going to be Master Kaido, you ultra buffoon. I'll split your skull in two. And Luffy's like, a headbutt? And she uses her headbutt, Ulti Mortar, and she uses armament hockey on her headbutt. And you could see them, like, you could see the black lightning, like the clash of the armament hockey. And they fucking go at it. Like, they both headbutt each other, and there's like a giant fucking explosion, and everyone's like sent flying.
Dude, it's so wild. Like, on one hand, I really enjoy that this isn't her only move, but I really like the fact that Ulti also uses, like, seemingly guns as her motif for her naming convention in her moves. I really like that because, like, Ulti and Luffy feel very similar. They're very, like, head empty, like, it's good. Meteor is, so she has a move later called, like, Ulti Meteor, but it also includes the kanji for gun. I can't read the other two because my reading comprehension's ass, but, like...
Meteor is just big gun. Space
big
gun.
Space, I wish. I'll translate that later. I might post it on the Discord. So I really like that. Another thing that I kind of like is how it opened up the discussion of, like, does she have Conquering Kings? John and I talked about it before recording. We don't think this instance of, like, this right now was Conquering Kings, because especially before the explosion, you can see their foreheads are blackened with armament hockey.
Yeah.
But I will say a lot of people got, like, a little too mad about the prospect of Ulti maybe having Conquering Kings. And, like, sure, this wasn't Conquering Kings. John brought up that it wasn't because there wasn't, what was it?
Oh, like, if it was Conquering Kings, Oda would have made it, he would have drawn people passing out. Like,
Yeah.
The fodder that's around them would have, like, he would have shown us that they were foaming at the mouth, passing out from the Conquering Kings.
Especially, like, two Conquering Kings clashing, like, yeah.
Yeah. But, like, we've seen this before with, like, Doflamingo and Luffy, like, when Doflamingo was gonna stomp on Law's face, when he was gonna play that Chuck E. Cheese spider stomp all over Law. Luffy stepped in and he said, "Mom said it's my turn to play," and he had armament hockey and he stopped the spider stomp, and there was, like, black lightning there, but, like, you could see their legs covered in hockey, and it was just like this clash of black lightning. That instance with Doflamingo and Luffy, they hadn't clashed like Conquering Kings yet. They did later, but you think to, like, Katakuri, like, when they clashed Conquering Kings with Katakuri, like, Oda specifically showed, like, people passing out from the Conquering Kings.
Even when Luffy was, like, doing Conquering Kings while he was, like, passed out and, like, while he was, like, coming into Udon.
Yeah, when he was passed out from Kaido, you're talking about, right? Yeah. People were, like, passing it. Yeah, like, that's when Conquering Kings is used, like, the main thing Oda always does is there is a panel or two of people foaming at the mouth, like, passing out from the Conquering Kings. And that didn't happen, like, at all. So that to me is like, okay, they didn't use Conquering Kings. Does she have it? Maybe. It'd be cool. I don't really mind.
Yeah, honestly.
I feel like I'm on the opposite end. Like, I'm not trying to gatekeep people from having it. I would like more people to have it because I just want more information on it. And plus, like, we're in the New World. We're in Wano. on Yonko fucking territory.
There was a quote from Don Qingjiao saying that there are a lot of people in the New World who have the quality to be an emperor. Kind of like alluding that, like, you know, there's a lot of people that do have conquering kings out here in the New World.
Yeah,
and
so it's not completely out of... I mean, she has both other types of haki, as Oda shows us here. So, like,
you know,
she's able to
makes
use armament.
sense.
Yeah.
I can see that, like, you know, between her and Page One, if one of the two of them had to have it, it would be her, not Page One.
Yeah. Page One's being a real Skrillex.
Yeah, a real scrub right here.
A real scrub.
And,
but yeah, the headbutt like blows everyone back, and I love, they're like, yikes, that was Lady Ulti's headbutt. It's just like a cannon. She left a hole in the floor. His skull must be pulverized. And it's so good. We get Page One, hey sis, and then it's I know Pei, and you see the silhouette like all fucking monstrosity, and she goes into her hybrid form, and we get the confirmation. So it's Lady Ulti and Master Page One, and they're transforming. And we get the confirmation. I mean, we already got Page One's fruit, you know, dragon fruit, Spinosaurus model. And then hers, dragon fruit, ancient type, Pachycephalosaurus model, or Pachycephalosaurus, however you pronounce it. Look, I told it to Franz, she's Rampardos, the Pokemon that headbutts people. The fossil Pokemon with the headbutt.
Generation 4?
Yeah, the Pachycephalosaurus, that's the dinosaur that Rampardos is based on. So she has the Rampardos fruit.
And like we see it, she's got like little spikes coming out of her brow.
Yeah.
And you know, she's not taking it sitting down. She's like, this is one dangerous foe. And like, dude, the fodder are not understanding it. It's like, but he's dead. You killed him. And she points into the dust and it's like, then where is that haki coming from?
And then you just hear Luffy like, ooh, like, you rang my bell.
Which is so fucking funny.
And then he's like, I guess I underestimated you. Gotta be smarter. This is an emperor's castle. And I want to bring it because there's a couple moments like that, like he's fighting Ulti and he specifically states like, oh, like that hurt, or like, wow, you're strong. And it's like when Luffy says that shit, that's not, you know, that's not to be taken lightly. Like
yeah, he means it. Like,
yeah, but this whole sequence is fucking,
dude.
He flies at Ulti, Mach speed, grabs her by the horns, fucking Zangief suplexes her into the ground.
Dude.
Page One goes full simp mode, and he's like, my sister! Luffy fucking teleports underneath Page One.
He tethers up to the roof, starts going up towards the roof, then teleports below his jaw.
Bruh, yeah, Page One is alpha fucked. Elephant gun uppercut, bro, to the mouth. But this part, as soon as he hits Page One, we get full dinosaur form. We don't get like a full shot of it. We just get like weird camera angles of it. I would like to see a full shot of like the full transformation.
Yeah.
But this isn't the last we've seen of both of them, so I know we'll get that eventually. But she says, you slime, and she grabs Luffy. She says, how dare you touch...
grab.
Yeah, how dare you touch Pei. And this is where Luffy says, like, her power's too strong. And she's grabbing Luffy, and like he can't escape. And we get Ulti Meteor, and Luffy says, Gear 4, ... And before we get to the next part, I just want to bring up the question to you, like, Gear 4, okay, Gear 4, ... Would he have just gone, like, Bounce Man? Or do you think he would have whipped out a new form?
You know...
He spent this entire scene saying how strong she was, and he's like, oh, like, she's fucking powerful. I feel like it's a possibility that he has a new form that, like, we haven't seen yet.
It wouldn't be outrageous to think of it, but, like, from a narrative standpoint, I think it would have just been Bounce Man.
Yeah, probably.
Because it's, like, the very, like, offensive focus. what I do want to bring up though is the next 3 panels are the interruption of the Gear Fourth, where Luffy is looking straight forward as he was. He says, huh? Ulti looks to her side, and then we get Yamato, the reveal of Yamato, Kaido's son, coming in, smacking her with the same move that knocked Luffy out, the Thunder Bagua. And I don't know if I have time this episode. I might relegate it to some Discord shit, but I have a lot to talk about that move that I have learned recently. But what I think is super cool is like the way that Luffy's looking straight forward makes me feel like he's like observation hockey looking into the future, and he's like looking forward and seeing her head caved in by this man whacking her. And he's just like, what the fuck? Seeing the future. And Ulti's not that quite fast enough. She realizes that there's someone about to knock her out, but oh man.
Yeah. Oh god, I like that. That's canon to me. That Luffy was going Gear Fourth and he's looking straight at Ulti, but like he's seeing the future and he's like, what? Because he just sees her getting hit. Like, but
and
by
it's so
not
fast.
him.
Yeah. Like just completely out of left field. And Ulti's just knocked out. We get the fodder. Master Yamato. Is that Master Yamato? What's he doing here? Why'd he attack Ulti? And they're all like, oh, take him, seize him. We're chasing him on Master Kaido's order. But the wild thing is
interesting.
He doesn't like bow down, but he looks down towards Luffy and says, Straw Hat Luffy, that's you, isn't it?
Luffy's like, what the fuck? he grabs Luffy while all the gifters are chasing after Yamato. And Luffy's like, whoa. And he's like, pardon me, I mean you no harm. And Luffy says, true, I don't sense any hostility from you, but I'm in a hurry. And Yamato says, I've been waiting for you. Waiting for a very long time. And then we get the final panel of his face with the Oni mask. And it says, my name is Yamato. I am Kaido's son. And we get Luffy like, huh? Like, what? But, oh, this whole thing is so fucking interesting. So, yeah, like you said, he has the same move as his father, the Thunder Bagua. Same move as Kaido. I had brought up to Franz, so Kaido's club is like fully spiked. And his club, the spikes are like dulled. They're like either rubbed down or dulled down. They're like not meant to inflict like, you know,
they're not
blunt.
meant to kill.
Yeah, they're not meant to kill, which is the first, like, you know, just thematically, it's like, okay, like, yeah, I get it. But also Luffy saying like, oh, I don't sense any hostility from you. And he's like, oh, like, I've been waiting for a very long time for you. I'm interested to see who Yamato, like, what he looks like and like what his deal is further. Because I think now, like, Yamato being integral to taking out Kaido is like becoming more and more apparent.
I'm really enjoying that fact too.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, we're seeing here how he's not being hostile towards Luffy. He's definitely like, he might have heard of Luffy beforehand.
Yeah.
And he definitely heard that Luffy was in, considering that Luffy like fought his dad and shit.
Yeah.
Also, what is with One Piece on Father's Day coming out with sons who presumably don't like their dad?
Yeah, dude. They're trying
like,
to tell us something.
Oda, are you okay?
Nah.
Do you have beef to squash?
Squash the beef. Squash the beef. Squash the beef.
Man.
Oh, man. No, this chapter was really fucking good. We're on break next week. I cannot wait to find out more about Yamato. Something tells me
to find out.
Something tells me we might cut away initially from the Yamato reveal.
Yeah. Yeah.
But God, I hope we don't. I really want, like, I would love the episode to start with Yamato, or at least end with like him showing us his face or something.
Dark Horse. It's a flashback.
Ooh, that'd be good. See, that's another thing we'll bring up real quick. So everybody has been talking about it online. Yamato's clothing is like very specific. He's wearing the chains around his arms, which everyone's like, oh, like that's the same thing Oden had when he died. And he's wearing the rope, the like, sumo rope or whatever it is, the same thing that Oden wore. And I've seen the small brain take of like, oh, it's like Yamato is Oden. No. No.
See,
no.
I wouldn't call it small brain take. But
no brain take.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's what I call it. No. He is not Oden. No. Stop that. He's not. That is not Oden.
See, I understand the connections, and I want.
Yeah.
I think it'd be interesting. It would be something to see. Like, definitely, like it would be like a wow factor. It would hurt me in a lot of ways. What a lot of people were saying about Pound and how like Pound's new life hurt them. That would hurt me about Oden.
Yeah. No, Oden's death is one of those things. It's the same thing as people saying like, oh, like Toki jumped into the future, like she's alive. No, like if Oda did that, Oda is such a good writer. He would not do that to either of those two characters. Like Toki said herself, like she was in love with Oden and she chose to die because she did not want to live in a world where Oden did not exist. Like, she said that verbatim. I don't think she would, like, last minute be like, oh, I'm gonna jump to the future. Like, no.
Right. No. Nor would she have elected to die if she, like, I feel like she would have had a semblance of, like, if Oden would live.
Yeah.
But,
and the same thing with Oden. I feel like Oden wouldn't want to go on without Toki either. And two, like, how the fuck? Okay, Yamato is Kaido's son. How on fucking earth?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Kaido has a son, right? Cool. Unless they bring out this big MacGuffin where Kaido's just like, oh yeah, like he's not my birth son. I just call him my son. I adopted him. Like, no. The implication is that Kaido has known his son all of his life. How on earth would fucking Oden be like, no, shut up. This is getting me mad now. I'm getting heated. That's the dumbest twist in history. What I think, I am positive, I'm placing all of my chips, that Oden's execution in the Wano Square was like the same exact thing as Goldie Roger's execution. And Kaido's son was probably alive then and saw this, like saw Oden's sacrifice, his great like sacrifice for his crewmates, and was like, the worst generation in Wano, basically. Like, he was like, oh my god. Like, he was inspired. Like, Lord Oden is his Goldie Roger. That's what I think is going on, if there is any connection. And
he definitely seems like a Oden weeaboo.
Yeah, him wearing this getup and wearing the Oni mask is sort of him, like, paying homage to, like, Lord Oden, you know?
Yeah. See, like, one thing that pushes me away from the Yamato is Oden theory is there's like no reason for Oden to have like learned Kaido's moves. You could like devil's advocate say that like those were Oden's moves and Kaido just stole them, but there's like no precedence for that either. Especially like seeing how like incredibly unique Oden's fighting style was. Like,
yeah, everyone was the two-sword style. There's no way he would give that like, I'm gonna use a club. Like, no.
Nah, he'd use two clubs.
Yeah. And especially, no, I don't care. No. I'm done with this. I can't even get it. I'm done with this.
See, you
Yamato is Oden.
You heated. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
don't worry about it.
The more I think about it, I'm like, no. Like, no.
See, I feel that. I feel that a lot. If it does happen, I'll eat my shoe and then contend with the fact that, you know, my emotions were slightly played with. But, you know, I'll still, if it were to happen, I'll still take it in open arms.
Yeah. Look, it's one of these things where if it happens, there better be a damn good explanation for every little
For
thing.
sure.
Cause if no.
I mean, we've been wrong before. Literally last chapter.
Oh my god.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, oh Jesus Christ. I don't want this to be Oden. I do have a crack theory though that I think is amusing.
Is it like you want it to be real crack theory, or it's just the memed crack theory?
It's the memed crack theory.
Because I have the memed crack theory.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what's your...
Okay. No, mine was just gonna be that, like, going along with this stupid, like, Yamato is Oden. Like, fuck it. Why stop there? Oden's gonna reveal that he's Kaido's dad and that Kaido is Momonosuke's older brother. Fuck it. Who cares? This is the dumbest fucking plot twist proposed by anyone ever.
Damn.
John, I got it all out of my system. God,
yeah,
like...
you got it out. You're there, buddy.
Yeah.
Sign me out, because
all right.
you got a preview to this crack theory, but
oh shit,
I'm just gonna let it all out.
Oh shit. All right. That's gonna wrap it up for us this week. Don't forget to follow us on all of our social media. We're at Paramecia Cast on Twitter, Paramecia Fancast everywhere else. ParameciaFancast.libsyn.com. Episodes will be uploaded every single Monday following the official release on Sunday. And as soon as they're uploaded to Libsyn, they are sent to every single podcatcher ever. Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, and any of the podcatchers. Anything that has the ability to catch a podcast. They catch a pod. It will be on there. Paramecia Fancast is the YouTube channel. The episodes will also be uploaded to YouTube every single week. Go ahead and follow and subscribe to that. It's the same exact episodes, just, YouTube YouTube makes it sort of easier to share the podcast. We show up in the RSS feeds and people will be searching, Reddit and all this shit for podcasts, but sometimes if you're on fucking YouTube and you just want to, like, oh, let me search up a chapter review, like, we'll show up. And it's definitely easier to share a YouTube video with somebody if you want to show them, like, hey, check this out.
And believe you us, word of mouth is the only reason we've ever grown in any capacity. Like, we have considered doing like some advertisement, but like social media advertisement just fucking blows ass and whatnot. So like it's just sheer word of mouth. Like I've considered going onto the One Piece wiki, not wiki, subreddit, and like I would hate having to self-advertise, but someone already did it for us. Some user just put us out there. And that helps us out a lot.
Yeah, that helps us out a lot. If you are like, because like you said, I like the self-advertising feels kind of weird, and I don't know. If you enjoy the show, if you enjoy the show and you want to share with people, like if you see like a post on like Reddit, or like if you want to make a post of like, oh, like I enjoy these guys, or if you see because there are posts all the time like, oh, like I'm looking for new like One Piece like content creators, that's that. Like, throw out our name. Definitely, we'll appreciate it.
And the same goes for any like content creators that you like. Like, word of mouth does God's work. Unless you're an artist, then like retweets and whatever. But like, podcasts, word of mouth. That's what really like works.
That's what gets us going.
Yeah.
But that's gonna be it for us. There is no chapter next week. We're on break next week.
We have something planned though.
Yeah, we got a good one planned for next week. Y'all are gonna want to tune in. It's gonna be good. And what's your crack theory? Lay it on me.
Everyone was pissed off at Kishimoto when he killed off Neji Hyuga during the Shinobi War. Everyone viewed it as premature and unnecessary because it was. Oda has heard the cries of the needy and has realized that we need Neji Hyuga in our life. So, my theory, I present to you the fact that Bao Gua in English is often referred to as the 8 trigrams. So, 8 trigrams, who uses that? Neji? Neji is Yamato's, is Yamato, is Kaido's son, is Kaido's dad.
Neji's death was not a death. It was merely Kishimoto relinquishing the trademark and copyright to Neji over to Eiichiro Oda.
I mean, it's been like 10 years or something. Like,
Yeah.
Hey, it fits. If the shoe fits.
If the shoe fits. And
I'm just saying. You know, Oda's got his writers club when they go out do Pokemon Go. I don't know if Kishimoto joins them, but
Oh, they do.
oh hell yeah.
Dude.
Neji's back, baby.
Neji's back, baby.